Right. Hello, Cross Dream Team. Disembodied voice here of your Capitan. I thought it might be fun to do a video of our course design and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and go through what people will be doing. Okay, so as I'm talking, I'm going to be setting it out. So in the middle, 2 barrels. One end of the arena, a gate with 2 hoops either side like this. Now the other end, we've got the tunnel. We've got the extra 3 hoops. 1, 2, 3. So, as you can see, we are starting off with a short demonstration, and that is going to be split into 3 parts. One dog or one set of people will be doing hoop, gate and hoop, and that will start by having them close together like a beginner, and then a bit further apart, and then into the competition standard for the most advanced dog. So we'll have it beginner, close up, then your partners will spread it apart, the second dog will have a go, third dog will have a go. The idea is that A, we show that it's done close to, B, the other 2 dogs that are in the demo will show that the handler learns to stand and direct the dog without running. Second part, we have 2 barrels in the centre. Nice and big ones. Okay. And here, the partnership, or the dogs, will have a beginner dog, and that beginner dog will stand in the middle and do a figure of 8. You don't move the barrels apart, they will be 5 metres apart. Then the next person will be standing with their back to one barrel or the other, and they will get the dog to go around behind them and up and round the other barrel and back. The final person will attempt a figure of 8. So again, they will either stand with their back to the barrel, or if they feel like it, facing the barrel with their tummy in front of the barrel, and get their dog to do a figure 8. All right, so that's 3 levels of ability. The next bit is we've got a step ladder of hoops. So the first person, as a beginner, might have the hoops a little bit closer together, and they will show that they can get their dog to sit, stay, and then they will call their dog through the 3 hoops. So they will stand here, and the dog is waiting at the start and will go through the 3 hoops. Then you can try and spread them out a little bit more for the second and third person. And the second person will need to stand at the second hoop. And the second person will get their dog to sit and wait, and then go straight across with a recall and a send away. And then the third person will stand next to their dog, and the dog will do all 3 hoops away from the handler. So all this will be going on literally at once. You will need to take a little bit of care and watch, because we are going to be in a small arena. If it means that you have to wait to let somebody else set their dog up, for example, at the hoop, or you prefer to start your dog from this end to go through that way, then we'll do it like that. We'll try and work some of these things out on Saturday especially. Finally, we go on to the course. Now here the course is going to be, we move these two hoops so that they become a circle. And if we need to, we'll put in an additional one so that there is a loop around the edge for the dog. Now this is where, again, we will have some options. I want to have some options as to where you go so that we're not all doing the same course. But what I do want you to do is go all the way round the outside edge first. So I don't mind if you start your dog here and they go round the outside, through the tunnel, past the gate. At this point, you then call your dog in between the barrels, like that, and then back the other way to where you started. Okay, very simple option there. You just go round the outside, barrels, go between the two barrels. So this is the beginner level, okay, and back round the outside. So that is beginner level, really. Second level. So beginner level, somebody might be running with their dog, for example. Second and third levels, we're going to do something more tricky. You're going to try and stay in one place. You may find that that's better if you start with going round the gate first. You may find it better to stand here. If you want to start at the tunnel or the hoop, then you may find it better to do it here. Your option, more important, okay, second level, is go round the outside, call your dog into a figure of 8, and then out again. Can you see? Round the outside, through the tunnel. Call the dog between the barrels. And again, between the barrels. Loop, loop, loop. And off round the outside. Okay? Last version, starting on the outside edge again. So round the outside. Round the outside, round the outside, round the barrels, but this time no figure of 8. All the way round the barrels, all the way round the barrels, and round the outside to the 3 options. Beginner level, through and out. Second level, figure of 8. Figure 8. Oh, my dog keeps falling over. Must put paw wax on this dog. Okay. Third level, loop the barrels. Loop the barrels and then off. Okay. So we're going to see what happens with the final rehearsal tomorrow. And I am waiting to get a rehearsal time, hopefully somewhere between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, so that we can practice putting the equipment out. But I might make another little video when I have sort of like said, okay, these are the people who will I will allocate equipment to.